The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Presidential bet Ferdinand Marcos Jr. visits Masbate to woo potential supporters today. For more details, we have Dale De Vera on the line. Dale, good evening. Can you tell us the latest, please?
Riza Marcos Jr. made rounds in Masbate today as part of his Bicol campaign leg. Supporters of the former senator gave him a warm welcome during his short motorcade from the airport. He also spoke before the residents of the province and promised to revive Masbate's tourism industry, which was badly hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. Though the Bicol region is a known bailiwick of his closest rival, Vice President Leni Robredo, Marcos Jr. is banking on the endorsement of its governor, Antonio Co, to win here in the May polls. Co has earlier expressed support for his tandem with Vice Presidential aspirant Sara Duterte. The presidential bet only spent a few hours in Masbate as he has to attend a meeting of the Liga ng mga Barangay in Pasay City. Riza?
Thank you. That was Dale De Vera again reporting to us on the line. Now, a research organization estimates that each Filipino is in debt of around 109,000 pesos as the government continues to borrow money. Shyla Francisco has the report.
The Philippines welcomed 2022 with a record high debt. In January, the government's outstanding debt breached 12 trillion pesos from the 11.7 trillion pesos recorded at the end of 2021. Most of the amount came from domestic sources, which hit almost 8.4 trillion pesos, while external debt was nearly 3.7 trillion pesos. Based on Ibon Foundation's estimate, this means that every Filipino has around 109,000 pesos in debt.
Ang point namin, ang ganitong klaseng utang, hindi dapat pangunahin pinabalikat ng karaniwang Pilipino. Especially after ng pandemic. Actually, nakagulat over 18 million ng pamilyang Pilipino wala nang ipon because of the lockdowns, bagsak ng kita.
Some economists are also expecting the country's debt to further increase. That's why they emphasize the importance of paying back these loans ASAP.
Yung growth ng ating utang dapat within the bounds do sa growth or sa size ng ating ekonomiya para ma-determine kung masusustain ng ating ekonomiya sa darating na taon at dekada yung pagbayad ng interest at principal.
Ibon Foundation and economists admit that taxes must increase for the country to be able to pay off its debt. But certain conditions must first be met before this can be done.
Ang laki na iipon na yaman sa ilang pamilya. I think it's only just na mas balikati na mga may kaya yung dagdag na buwis. At sa amin, tama lang mag-tax. I mean, kasi ng gobyerno naman kailangan na ng paggagalingan ng pondo para sa gastusin. Ang question lang talaga kung sino yung tinatax.
Economic conditions nag-improve o gumanda. Marami ng mga negosyong bukas, nakaka-recover ng ekonomiya, marami na may hanap buhay, may trabaho. Siyempre, kailangan bayaran yung mga napaggastusan na malaki ng pandemya. And one way to do it is through intensified and the strict enforcement of in terms of tax collection. Yung paghanap ng mga reform measures, tax reform measures na lalo pang on a recurring basis, mas marami makokolekta yung ating gobyerno.
For its part, the Finance Department is finalizing its fiscal consolidation plan for the upcoming administration.
Our budget deficit and debt to GDP ratios have temporarily increased, but they remain manageable. And we are determined to return quickly to fiscal consolidation. Essential to our fiscal consolidation program is the improvement of our revenue collections to meet our expenditure requirements. This year will be critical. We need to begin outgrowing our debt by restoring our high growth.
Shyla Francisco, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. still watching One News Now, I'm Riza Diaz. Here are updates on the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Russia is blocking Facebook in response to what it claims as a restriction of access to Russian media on the platform. The country's communications regulator said that there had been 26 cases of discrimination against Russian media on Facebook since October 2020. TASS news agency also reported that Russia has restricted access to Twitter. BBC and Bloomberg have stopped reporting to Russia. That's on back of the Russian government passing a law that imposes jail term of up to 15 years for anyone found to be intentionally spreading fake news. This as Russian officials claim that false information has been spread by the country's enemies such as the United States and its Western European allies. BBC Director General Tim Davies said that the new law appears to criminalize independent journalism. Bloomberg also said that this makes it impossible to continue any semblance of normal journalism inside Moscow. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. President Duterte has signed into law a measure that eases several restrictions on foreign investment to help the economy. Under the new law, the investors are allowed to set up and have full ownership of small to medium-sized businesses. Meanwhile, the Social Security system says all of its over 280 branches nationwide will be operating at 100% capacity. This is to address the influx of members and claimants flocking to some SSS offices, particularly in Quezon City. And prices of petroleum products are seen to shoot up big time for the 10th straight week. UNIOL projects that the prices of diesel would increase by up to 5 pesos and 50 centavos per liter, while gasoline is expected to rise by up to 3 pesos and 50 centavos. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now, www.signalplay.com, and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.